All right, guys, welcome to step number two. On step number two, we're going to set up your TradingView chart, and I'm going to be basically showing you guys how you guys can do certain things on TradingView. And TradingView is a charting platform that we like to use, and it works perfectly fine. And I've had no issues with it, and it's something we highly recommend you guys get to chart for yourselves, right? So this is what TradingView on your desktop will look like. Now, as you guys can see on the left side, we have all of these little icons, and I'm going to go over a few of them, the ones that I use in a little bit. Now, at the top, we're going to have, a search bar where you can search up whichever stock you want to look at. You're going to have all the time frames here. And if you don't have these time frames here, you have to go and click on your favorite. So you have to make the time frames your favorite. The ones that I like to use are the 5 minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily charts, and then the weekly chart. So those are the main time frames that I use. And then here you're gonna have whether you want a candlestick chart, you want a line chart. For the sake of trading, I would say please just use a candlestick chart, as you will be able to see price action way more better, and that is what we use. Now, here we have all the indicators, so you can click here to get any indicator you want inside of the chart. And then you're going to have, certain templates. So if you want to make this a template, you can, and then it will always revert back to this. So all the indicators will be saved for you if you decide to make a template. And then you have alerts. You can create alerts. I use alerts a lot. So when you're swing trading, I just have my alerts on. And then when my alert gets hit, whether it's a stop loss or take profit, I go ahead and do that. And then you can also replay, right? You can replay if you want to test your strategy or see, how the stock ended up moving. And you can go ahead and click this replay. It's a great tool to back test. So if you're back testing your strategies and testing things out, this is a great feature to have. All right. So those are the things that's going to be at the top. And also, you guys can save, the image of the chart by doing a chart snapshot. You can save, copy link, and you can even post on Twitter. So there's a lot of cool things that TradingView offers, and that is why I use it. And then if you want to change anything on this chart settings, then you can come here. Right? Sorry, it looks like Disney cost key level, but yeah. So we have a symbol here, status line, scales, whatever you want to change on the chart. There's so many options you guys can. And I have a green and a black candlestick chart. So basically, for candlestick, although, I go over this a lot more in depth in other videos, but every candlestick, the green candlestick represents a buy that is lower than the close. So the stock opened here and closed here. That's why it was green. So technically the buyers won today on Tesla. So that is what that shows. And then on the right side, we have our watch list, right? You guys can copy this watch list. This is my day trading watch list. And these are the stocks I look at every single day if I want to day trade. And the reason why I chose these stocks and I day trade these stocks when I have an opportunity is because of the volume. These are high volume stocks. So every day, a lot of shares are being traded in these stocks, and the volatility and liquidity is just great. So you guys can add these stocks to your watch list. And then I have a lot more other ones. I have my long-term watch list. I have just watch list in general. This is my main watch list. And if you guys want, I can share this whole watch list with you guys if you guys want it. Now, over here, you have the stock itself. You have Netflix. And this is basically just more information about Netflix, how much volume is traded, the market cap, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can see all the income statements, financials, things like that. So TradingView really does make it easier to get all your information about a stock within the platform. So this is what TradingView, if you get TradingView, this is what all the things you're going to get. Now on the left side here is how you can draw, your tools, your patterns, whatever you want to do, you can add to the chart. So for example, if I see a trend line, let's see. Yeah, if you want to draw a trend line, you can draw a trend line here and basically, do your whole analysis on the stock based off all the tools here. Now, if you want a couple of things that I would recommend you guys get, first and foremost is I would highly recommend you guys have the RSI indicator. Now, when you guys are going to be seeing the signals, you will notice that I use RSI a lot for swing trading. Now, oversold or overbought levels are great. So every time RSI is oversold or overbought, they generally tend to come down. So it's a great confluence indicator to have by placing trades. So I would definitely recommend getting RSI enabled as your indicator. And you can do that by simply clicking on indicator and clicking RSI, and then you can go from there. So here it is. Relative Strength Index is the full name. You just go ahead and click it, and it will add it to your screen. And then another indicator I would highly recommend you guys have. As you guys can see, I have 17 of them, but you don't need all of them. The main ones, in my opinion, are the EMAs. So the 8, 21, and 50 EMAs is what I use a lot. And then the rest, just there for confluence. And these EMAs are great for trailing the momentum and the trend of a stock. So after a big uptrend, you see, stock pulling back down to a key EMA. So, for example, this yellow line is the 21 EMA. And once it comes here, it bounces back. So that's just one of the strategies we use here at Bullseye Option Trading. But that's another indicator I would definitely recommend. And then obviously you guys want to have the volume. The volume basically just tells you how much shares are being traded within that time frame. So this is a daily candlestick chart. So each volume bar here represents 1 days of stocks being traded, right? So the higher the volume, the more confirmation of that price action happening. So volume is something you want as well. So on a big uptrend, just a little um, tip for you guys. As if a stock is uptrending and the volume's increasing with it, that means it's a great indication that the stock is going to continue upward because the volume is matching the trend, right? If it's uptrending and the volume's increasing with it, that's a great confirmation, and things like that, et cetera, et cetera. So this is how I would recommend is you guys have TradingView for your charting platform. And this is the prices for TradingView. You have the essential, which is the basic. You have the plus and the premium. As you guys can see, I currently have the premium plan. And within the premium plan, you get almost everything. And I would say you don't need the premium plan, especially if you're beginning. I think essential is just fine. Or you can just stick with the free, right? But if you do the free, you won't get any indicators, which is totally fine. You can still copy over signals and still see over analysis. So a cool thing about us is that when we post a trade or signal a trade, we'll never, first of all, signal anything we don't get in. So if we signal a trade, that means we're in ourselves and we're risking our own money, right? And another thing about our signals is we post our reasoning behind why we got into trade as well, so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking for and the reason why I got inside this trade. So that's a great way to learn straight off of just looking at our signals, and we'll post our charts as well. So even if you don't have TradingView, you can use other charting platforms. I know Yahoo Finance has one. It's not that great, but there's multiples out there. But I would recommend TradingView, just getting that, and that is what step number 2 is. Go ahead and get the setup, guys. If you guys have any questions again on setting this up, go ahead and ask us a question in the chat, and we'll go ahead and answer those. Or you can DM one of us, whether it's me or Rev or any other admins. Go ahead and DM us, and we'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys might have. So go ahead and set up TradingView for your step number 2. And then the next step we're going to be covering is exactly what options are and how to trade them.